Hi my lovelies, hi my beautifuls, hi everybody. I have another video for you guys today. The video, what I'm gonna be talking about is how to control your anger. I'm not gonna lie, today I am a little bit sad. My day didn't really end that well, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and push this video out because this video has been on my mind for, I want to say, probably about a week or two. There's someone out there that will really probably need to hear this message. I'm pretty sure there's someone that does depend on my videos and that really find my videos very helpful. So yes, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to do a lot of talking. So it's how to control your anger. I don't know about you guys, but I am one, I did have a hot temper, right? So that's the reason why I got into boxing, because boxing was able to be like a tremendous outlet for me. And I noticed that when I was boxing, it kept my stress levels down, it kept my anxiety down. Like I was like a whole new person when I was competing in boxing, right? And it really transformed and helped me become a better person. These are tips that helped me, because I'm not gonna lie, growing up I had a really short fuse. That's the reason why I picked up boxing, and I was so great at boxing because I had a whole bunch of goddamn anger to back that shit up. But it was very helpful. So maybe these tips and tricks will help you control your temper or also control your anger. I know a lot of people feel like having anger issues and having a temper is the same thing, but actually it's really not. I'm not gonna go into the details of why I believe that it's not the same, but I'm just gonna go into these tips. So if you have a temper or if you have anger issues, try these tips. They may help you because they help me. But I'm probably like look down and everything because I have these written down. Okay, so I have 5 tips for you guys today. Let's jump into it. So the first one that I have here, number 1, is to find an outlet. I don't know if you like walking, if you like taking your dog on the walk, if you like going to the gym, if you like reading, if you like there's a whole bunch of playing soccer, if you like swimming, anything that causes you to relax and anything that takes your mind to that peace place. So like for me, mine was boxing. Boxing was the outlet for me, and I did boxing for years. So now I don't box anymore, so now it's just working out. A lot of people think that I work out because it makes me look good. That's not the reason. This helps me get something off of me. When I was boxing, the boxing bag, I love the boxing bag because I was able to it was an outlet and it felt amazing afterwards. Like I'll never forget, it was all of us that were competing, we were all in the bag, right? And I just had a really rough day, and I know where I was like, bah, 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 bah. Everybody just looked at me. And everybody just kept hitting the bag. And then afterwards they were like, hey Holmes, you know what I'm saying, you good? I was like, yeah. I just had a rough day and I just needed to get it out, and I loved it because it was a judge-free zone. Everybody thought everything that I did was funny as hell. So everybody thought that was funny as hell, but I was really mad. I was really mad, but it felt good to take it out on the boxing bag instead of taking it out on an actual person. Because another thing is that you don't want to hold it in because that's when you get fights and all that. So before I was boxing, I was always fighting. I was always doing different things like that. And then once I picked that up, I started, doing training classes and teaching people, doing one-on-ones when it came to working out. It brought me peace. So yes, number 1, find an outlet. Number 2, I said stay quiet when you're upset. So if you notice that somebody's triggering you, a certain situation is causing you to be triggered, stay quiet. Because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, when I get upset, if I talk, it's not going to come out right? So that's why I notice when I'm quiet, I just stay quiet. I mean, when I'm upset, I just stay quiet. I don't say anything, right? And I notice me not saying nothing, no matter how bad I want to say something, as long as I wait, right? Like, let's say like 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, right? And I reevaluate my feelings and I'm able to calm down. And so now I'm able to address the situation because I'm not upset. So now I learned when I'm upset about something, I just don't say nothing. I stay quiet. Even if it's like a disagreement or argument with somebody, I let them talk and I don't say anything. Sometimes staying quiet is the best thing to do. Just don't say nothing. Even though you feel like, like let's say if you're arguing with somebody and you're not saying anything and they're taking that as weakness, let them take that for weakness, because actually what you're doing, you're sparing they motherfucking asses, because if you say something, you're gonna be pop, you're gonna put them things on them right quick. So just stay quiet. Let them feel like they're getting the best of you. Let them feel like whatever, because at the end of the day, you're being the bigger person and you know how you are. So you're recognizing how you are. And recognizing how you are and staying quiet when you know damn well you can fuck some shit up. I mean, you're doing that person a favor, and you're doing yourself a favor, because you're recognizing and you're realizing how you are, and you're realizing that the situation is making you upset. So stay quiet. It's all good. You know what I mean? You know you're saving, you're doing that person, you're giving that person grace, and you're giving yourself grace. So stay quiet. All right. Number 3. This is the really good one. And my grandmother, she tells me this all the time, and this has been very helpful for me. Number 3, I said expand your vocabulary. Learn how to express yourself, right? So I noticed, instead of me using curse words or these things right here to get my point across, I've learned that me expanding my vocabulary and expressing how I feel, talking just like this to somebody, it really gets to them. And it helps me feel good, because I can honestly tell someone off, me just using my vocabulary and using words that can insult people instead of using curse words, and me talking like this, it helps that person realize where I'm coming from, right? So really learning how to express yourself in a very polite way, that will help you. That will help you as well, because I know that cuss word, they make me feel real good. Like after I cuss somebody out, oh yeah, like I got them too. But honestly, like if I really sit down and I think about all the situations to where I cuss somebody out, it really made me feel like a bad person, because I'm the one that's stooping down to a level that's beneath dirt, in my opinion, because of somebody out making a scene and all that stuff. Honestly, I realize I'm just embarrassing myself. I'm making myself look bad, versus me being a woman, the smart, intelligent woman that I am, and using my vocabulary and expressing how I feel in a very respectful way. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed that me expressing myself, it helps the other person respect me, because I respect them enough to treat them like a human being. And I also notice it helps me deal with situations in a great way, because I'm able to keep my composure and stay true to who I am, but by using my vocabulary. Okay, so that's number 3, and I really think that that's very, very important. I'm a Google fanatic, so I'm always on Google. I'm always looking up like how to express yourself in an intelligent way, or how to control your anger. I look up different things like that, because I want to know how to control your temper, how to have a debate, how to respectfully have a debate. Like I look up different things like this. My younger days, I don't feel like I carried myself with class. I carried myself with, I'm gonna beat a nigga's ass, okay? And sometimes that's not the answer. Learning to carry myself as a woman and respectfully carry myself as a strong woman by using my intelligence to express myself. So pick up that dictionary if you don't have one, or you can always go on Google and look up different words that you can use in an argument, or you can use to express yourself when you're not feeling right, or you feel like you're about to cut somebody out. Okay? Let's go to number 4. This is one that I use all the time, okay? So this one is, use the line, I need space. Or we can talk about this later. All right, so I noticed that when I'm upset and I know that if I say something, it's gonna offend somebody, I will say, hey, I need some space. So let's just give me space, please. Give me an hour or however long I need to for us to come back and address the situation. Or I will let the person know, like, hey, I'm upset right now. So right now it's not in my best interest to discuss this. Let me come back to this. Or I'm not feeling right now. I'm really frustrated. I'm really not happy right now. So just give me a minute to calm down, and then we can revisit it. Okay? A lot of people, they don't respect that, right? And a lot of people are the type of people like, no, you need to address this now. You need to talk about it now. No, because if we talk about it now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna offend you, and then you're gonna be mad at me. But when I already expressed to you that I was upset and that I needed space. So even though you have those people that are the type of people like, hey, let's talk about it now, which I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm saying sometimes that's not in the best interest of you. And if it's not, stick to your gun to say, okay, honestly, I understand your side of things, and I understand that's how you deal with things, but this is my way of dealing with things. Okay, I need space, I need time. That I use that all the time. I need some space, I need some time. Even when it comes to talking on the phone, I talk to people all the time. With my line of field and the different careers and jobs that I have, I'm constantly talking to people. And yes, I deal with different type of people, and I deal with different situations in my life that causes me to get upset, right? But I acknowledge that, and I like to take time out to myself. Take time out to myself to calm down. Or if I know I'm not in a good mood, I would tell the person, hey, I'm not in a good mood right now. Let me call you back. That has helped me. Then I come back and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. And then usually what whoever the person is like, no, I respect for you telling me that right now wasn't a good time, because we're all human. We're not okay all the time. And it's okay not to be okay, but you have to acknowledge when you're not okay. Okay, and make sure you let people know you need to respect how I'm feeling. I need space. All right. So now this is a very important one. I'm going to end this video with this. Number 5. I said, pray to God to help you tame or control your anger or your temper. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, you always talk about praying to God, because that's what I do in situations. And God has brought me a long way. And God has helped me be able to channel and tame my temper. I pray to God. I'm like, God, like the way I am, like it's getting me in a lot of messed up situations. I'm gonna mess my life up with my temper and me thinking that I can just use my fist to fight. I feel like I was always in survivor mode. So like growing up, I felt like I only had myself, right? Which I'm not saying that it's true, but that's how I felt. I was always in situations to where I had to fend for myself, and that is using these hands, right, to defend myself, because I was always in survivor mode. I felt like. I was always in situations where I feel like I have to protect myself, and that's the way I expressed it, right? Is protecting myself. And it got me in a lot of situations that almost messed up my whole entire life. I thank God for always being behind me and being right beside me, knowing that like I make mistakes, and knowing that, you know, I'm seeing that I'm trying to change, even though it was hard. He was right there, and thank God that my life turned out all right, and now it's on a better path. But it wasn't always like that. Right? So I just prayed. I'm like, God, I'm trying. I know that you acknowledge that I'm trying, and I know that you see that I'm trying. That's why different situations I get myself in, you're right there to get me out of it, because you know that I'm trying. I'm human, right? So I continue to pray to God, and once I continue to pray and invite God in and help God shift some things in me, and help God, me and God helped each other to help me get me to a place now where I channel my temper and I have great control over it, and I'm able to teach other people how to control it. I thank God for that. So yes, whenever I talk, I'm always going to go back and fall on God and say to pray, because when I prayed and I asked God to help me on certain things, he was always right there to help me, right? Always right there to help me. I give God the glory. I thank God about everything, even when I'm feeling sad, even when I'm mad, even when I want to just mess something up. You know what I mean? God is right there to help me calm down, take away my anxiety, and God's always right there. And whenever I don't feel right, I go to the gym. I've been to the gym honestly like 5-6 times this week, even early in the morning. If I wake up, I'm an early bird. I wake up early in the morning and I just get up, I pray before I even touch my phone or anything. I pray, I go in there, I brush my teeth, get my hair together, throw on some earrings, because I always have to throw on some earrings. Even when I don't have makeup on, I throw on some earrings, because earrings always make me feel good. So I throw on my earrings, I throw on my gym clothes, I go straight to the gym, I get that work in. Then when I go to work, I'm able to deal with people, I'm able to function, because I'm getting that off of me. So yes, go ahead, always pray to God, always ask God to help you change whatever it is you're not happy with. So ask God, God, please just bless me to learn how to tame my anger. God, please just help me to learn how to tame my temper. Please just be able to help me learn how to deal with situations instead of just putting my hands on somebody or cussing somebody out or shutting somebody out. Just pray to God for that. All right. So I love you guys. These are some tips that help me. I really hope that it helps you. I'm praying for you. Like I said, like it was on my not my head, it was on my heart for me to put this video out. So I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna help somebody, because this has helped me.